Yo, what is up guys, Jonny here. Today we're gonna set up a new skateboard. There have been questions about my setup in every video, and in this video I'm gonna try to clear them. So first of all, we're gonna start off with the deck. Look at this beauty. Let's unwrap this. Fresh Advanced Revive 2nd edition board with skeleton warriors on it and of course my name. This is probably one of my favorite graphics and series ever. Let's check out the 1st edition hanging on that wall. Boom. Yeah, this is probably my favorite graphic ever. But link to, let me try to get this right, purchase this, not purchase. I'm sorry I mispronounced this for the past 1000 videos. But from now on, I'm gonna try to go with purchase. Most important information about my deck, it is all about compromise. I've been riding 8-inch boards for the past 8 years. And for me, 8 inch is like the most reasonable thing to do when I try to do like crazy flip tricks, but still wanna skate manis, ledges, and gaps. If I wouldn't do like double or triple flip variations, I would probably move up to an 8.25 or even higher. Small size would make sense in case that I would like to try a tray quadruple flip. That will be much easier with a 7.5. When it comes to the concave, it is a compromise as well. It is like somewhere in the middle between like super concave and flat. If it has like too much concave, it starts to hurt to land on your board. And if it's too flat, I feel like I'm gonna lose some flip efficiency. So we find ourselves in the middle with the concave. Not forgetting to mention that it's way harder to do dark slide a flat board because, secret, when you do a dark slide, you actually slide on the edges of your board and not on the grip tape. I feel like I just told you guys that Santa Claus doesn't exist. Sorry for that. Now we're gonna have a look at the grip tape, and that one is gonna be amazing. I've been skating mob grip for the past decade, and it is just the grippiest grip tape ever. It's my favorite of all time. Glad to have Mob as my sponsor, and look at this grip job. Muttenroshi Herr der Schildkröten. That's at least how we used to call him in Switzerland. This amazingly detailed grip job was done by my girlfriend. Her Instagram account right here. If you want to follow her, she does a lot of amazing grip art. Gotta make sure not to have it upside down, that would be the worst. It's been a long time since I've been doing a setup video. Almost forgot how to do it. These used to be very popular back in the days. Another good thing about this grip, it's almost impossible to get any bubbles anywhere in there. So that's good. Almost forgot to do this. I'm using this Force Silver collab tool. It's amazing. Best tool ever. That is a clean cut. So beautiful. Makes my heart skip a beat. Of course, we're gonna sand off the edges of the board. Okay, let's move on. Gonna put some holes in there, of course. Let's move on with the trucks. This is my old pair of trucks. I ride for Crocs. What an amazing punchline for a rap song. And I'm gonna miss this curb. Yeah, look at that. This happens when you do a lot of crooked grinds. I'm gonna set up the exact same trucks, a little bit used but still in a good shape. I used to have them on my dark slide board. Size of my trucks 139. Perfectly fitting a skateboard. Size 8. That is super important for me when I do primo slides. This needs to be even. When you do like primo stalls, rail flips and that stuff, it's easier actually to do that with smaller trucks than a board. But for primo slides, they have to be matching. What else about the trucks? They are not high and not low. So it's like mid-high. Another compromise, back in the days I used to have low trucks and I would have wheel bites all day. Wasn't fun, and high trucks probably make more sense for transition skating. So once again, we're finding our midway. You might asking yourself as well why I'm setting up used trucks. This is because I hate breaking in new trucks. It's like the worst. So far so good. Forgot to mention what kind of hardware I use. I use shorties, bolts and nuts. Size, I don't know, maybe around 1 inch. Don't know what kind of size, but the most important thing to me, it has to be an Allen key. Inbusschlüssel, German word for that. And the fun thing about that is that European skaters tend to use these way more often than the cross thing. Kreuzschraube. That was Swiss German. Try that at home. Kreuzschraube. Kuchenkästchen.
Kuchenkästchen.
That's horrible.
It was terrible.
You got this.
Oh
my gosh.
Shut up, Johnny.
That was
Get
bad.
out of here.
That's where usually English native people fail with that. Yeah, it's hard. Kreuzschraube. Let's move on. Wheels and bearings. As you might know, I'm riding for Force wheels for 6 years now, and they just came out with the most amazing graphic ever. Yeah, that is a Nintendo controller in green. My new Pro Model wheel. Isn't that awesome? Wheel size is 53 millimeters. Back in the day I used to ride 52, but eventually I figured out that 53 millimeter is more suitable for crusty flat ground. So I'm using that. I moved up like 1 millimeter. Why is this measure unit in millimeters, by the way? Like we have ward side, inch, millimeters. Skateboarders, using both. Imperial system, metric system, confusing. Also, these are street wheels, that means they are pretty hard. Skating soft wheels would only make sense for cruising around, maybe for transition skating, but not for street skating. So let's put in some bearings using these Swiss bones. They usually last me for like 6 months, which is a lot if you consider that I skate a lot and skate a lot of street and sometimes do not pay too much attention about my setup because skating spots that are like a little wet or whatever. So I will consider them as pretty long lasting. And to be honest, they are a little bit pricey, but in this case, for me, it just makes sense to invest in quality. So let's put them together. Okay, we are done. Almost a brand new skateboard. I hope this video did clear a lot of your questions. And to clear even more questions, let's have a look at my shoes. Size 8.5, the Jocelyn second model, Jocelyn 2. I've been skating the shoe for like 2 weeks, and as I just said before, considering that I skate like almost every day and do like a lot of flip tricks, it's holding up together super good. Special on this shoe is the outsole. Michelin, it has a super durability and is supposed to last forever. Pretty good shoe, already learned a few new tricks in it. And even further than that, I'm using these life-saving tools for myself. These are like ankle stabilizer, which make it almost impossible for you to sprain, roll, or however you want to call it, your ankle. Just put them on every session. I'm using this because for what reason ever, but I used to roll one of my ankles, like it's so bad, like one of my ankles each year. And at some point it got so annoying that I just decided to have these on every skate session. There are people that skate for like 20 years and never rolled their ankles. I'm like the opposite case. That's like my Achilles sehne, my most vulnerable spot. And when you put them on, you lose some flexibility. And they also told me when I used them for like too long, some muscle parts in my foot are stopping or are not working as much as they did before, and my foot or my ankle is gonna get weaker. But if I keep on rolling my ankle like I did before, I won't be able to walk when I'm 40. So that's why I'm using them, and ever since I didn't get like seriously injured. So also huge thanks to Etc. for sending me these and keeping me skating. Alright, that was it guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I could clear a lot of your questions. If you have any further questions, let me know in the comment section. I'm gonna try my best to reply to them. As said, if you want to buy my pro model, link is gonna be in the description. If you want to give me any further support, you can do this on Patreon, link in the description as well. All the money from that gets reinvested to improve the quality of these videos. Thank you so much for tuning in, and see you soon at the skate park.